Hey, what's up guys, TechTine here and I am back again with a brand new video. So before I begin this video, as always, I want to thank you all so much for watching this one. If you enjoy my content, make sure you leave a thumbs up, make sure you're also subscribed to the channel. And if you want to keep up with me and the things that I post, follow me on Instagram. I also answer questions there. And yeah, so follow me there, I'll follow you back. And with that being said, today we're going to be taking a look at and unboxing the Samsung Galaxy A12, and I have been looking forward to this one. So this is Samsung's new mid-range sort of smartphone, and it seems like a promising phone. So let's go ahead and get started with the unboxing. Okay, so we have a plastic tab that we can just lift the phone with, and here's the phone itself. We're going to place it to the side. We get our adaptive fast charging from Samsung, so the wall adapter does support fast charging, which means that the phone in fact supports fast charging. Okay, so we also get our USB 2 to USB-C cable. So here's the phone in all of its glory, and it looks interesting. So you have kind of a matte finish at the bottom and this textured pattern at the top and a quad camera. So let me set it up and we'll talk in depth about the design. Okay, so now I have spent a couple of hours with the phone and I can finally give you my impressions. So let's start with this display here. So this is a 6.5-inch HD plus display and what they call Infinity V display. I guess the V stands for the notch. And it is an IPS panel, so it's nothing like an OLED screen or anything like that. It's only an HD panel, which means that if you zoom into the phone, you're definitely going to see pixels. There's no doubt about it. And again, you have this kind of a raindrop notch type of deal going on up there. And yeah, I mean, overall though, right off impressions, for $180 phone, it's definitely a decent enough of a display. So on the bottom of the phone, we have our 3.5mm headphone jack. Surprisingly, that's still there. So props to Samsung and every other manufacturer for sticking with the headphone jack. And you also have your microphone, USB-C, and you also have your bottom facing speaker. Now, on the right hand side, you do have your power button and you have your volume up and down, which are surprisingly very clicky, and the power button does double down as your fingerprint sensor. Double down or double up? Let's say double up. So it does double up as your fingerprint sensor. So the top also houses your microphone, and overall the construction of the phone, it's mainly made out of plastic, which is not too bad of a design choice for $180. It is a kind of a heavier than expected phone, and I kind of figured out why, so I'll tell you guys in a second. But the back, like I said, it has a matte finish at the bottom where you have your Samsung logo, and just as you go to the top, it does have textured patterns, which I don't want to say I hate, but come on, Samsung. To me personally, I would either pick either a whole all matte finish, which I think would look better, or an all textured finish. So that's me though. That's just my opinion. Okay, now let's talk about this quad camera. So the quad camera has the following specs. So you have a 16 megapixel main sensor, you have a 5 megapixel ultra wide sensor, you have a 2 megapixel depth sensor, and you have a 2 megapixel macro sensor. Now the most important part of the cameras are really your main and your ultra wide. The depth sensor and the macro sensor for $180 smartphone is just, it's useless. Let's be real. It's just there for aesthetics. Now, one thing that I found weird about this is the fact that look at how the flash is placed. It's like they didn't know where to put it, so they just said, let's just place it anywhere just because we have to have a flash. And to be honest, I think they might as well just place it in the center of the camera module or figured out a better placement. I feel like it was just placed there just because it had to be there, you know. And if you actually turn the phone to its side, the camera does protrude a little bit, so that's something to keep in mind. Now, as far as the camera quality itself, I can't really judge it off of the couple hours that I've used it for, but again, right off impressions, I mean, it seems like a pretty decent camera under good lighting conditions. I have to do further testing. And your front-facing camera is an 8 megapixel sensor, so let's not forget about that. Now, as far as specifications go, so they're the following. And the reason the phone was heavy is because it does house a huge 5000 milliamp hour battery. So this phone, I expect it to be a battery champ, so we'll give it that. Also, as far as specs go, you have 32 gigabytes of storage, you have 3 gigabytes of RAM, and you have a octa-core processor where 4 cores are clocked at 2.3 gigahertz and the other 4 are clocked at 1.8 gigahertz. And the processor of choice is the MediaTek Helio P35. It's fine. Again, you have to put in the fact that it is a $180 phone. So for basic tasks, it does just fine, just as you would expect. So opening up the phone app, the messaging app, browsing, just your daily tasks, you're gonna be more than okay with this phone. As overall, I mean, again, this is my impressions, so I'm gonna do full camera depth and a phone comparisons and a lot of cool stuff, so make sure you stay tuned and you're subscribed to the channel. With that being said, I mean, this is my first look and impressions of the Galaxy A12. I hope you guys enjoyed it. If you did, leave a thumbs up and subscribe. I will catch you all in the next video. Thank you all so much for watching.